Hello, good people of the world, and welcome to another video. I'm the gaming psychologist, but feel free to just call me GP. So, you've probably seen 1,000 videos on Nintendo Switch already, and given the huge positive reaction it seems to have had, you're most likely looking forward to its release. Personally, I think the console itself looks pretty damn tasty. Zelda and Mario look stunning, and Nintendo's recent presentation was very interesting indeed, and certainly shed a lot more light on what is probably Nintendo's most anticipated console perhaps ever. However, amongst the hype, there are a lot of concerns about the newest addition to Nintendo's family, including its steep price, the games available on launch, and most importantly, is there actually a gap in the market for the Switch? This is a question that concerns me the most, and the reason I think shareholders reacted so negatively to the Switch's reveal. Now, I already anticipate that there will be a backlash on this video, because instead of riding the hype train all overexcited and telling people exactly what they want to hear, I'm afraid I'm a lot more cemented in my principles. Oh, how dare this floating brain have an opinion that's not like my own. Fuck him. Nintendo rules. Go kill yourself. Comments I very much expect to receive. However, if you're open to other people's point of view, even critical ones, and are prepared to at least hear me out, then I thank you kindly, whether you decide to upvote, downvote, or whatever. I appreciate you at least giving me the time of day. So, where shall I begin? There's not much point me going over old ground and talking about things you've already seen and heard a dozen times. It's pretty annoying and doesn't really add anything to anything. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. You know what the Switch is. You've seen the trailers, the games, the accessories, and I imagine you've already formed an opinion. This is my opinion, and I think that Nintendo are very out of touch with the real world, and their debut Switch trailer kind of proves that. Although the console looks smarter and sleeker and Nintendo are clearly trying to aim it at an older demographic than previous consoles, I think Nintendo have already set themselves up for a failure. Oh, but how can you say that, GP? Have you seen Zelda, Mario, all those wonderful things that the Joy-Con controllers can do? Have you seen how damn sexy it all looks? Yes, but so what? If you're a Nintendo fan, there's no doubt you'll enjoy it, and kids undoubtedly will enjoy it too. But let's put those Nintendo guaranteed demographics aside for a moment, because as a grown adult, which remember is what Nintendo seem to be aiming for with their marketing, what does the Switch really have to offer us? One of the reasons Wii U failed, aside its ridiculous name, was that people didn't understand how it worked. The Wii was an easy concept to grasp, people young and old understood it, it was simple and it worked. The Wii U wasn't simple. 2 screens, why would you need that? What does it do that a tablet doesn't? Why use your gamepad over a regular controller? You might understand, and so do I, but will your mum, your grandma, your cousin, and if they do, it'll only be after a fair bit of explaining, and I fear Nintendo are making the same mistake all over again. Okay, let's for argument's sake say that people will understand what you can do with it, okay? The biggest question I ask is, why is it even relevant? One of the biggest points Nintendo are marketing is that you can use the device on the go, but do Nintendo not understand how big the mobile and tablet markets are? People already use these products out in the big wide world because they are very useful. They offer everything all under the same hood. They can connect to the internet and have amazing third-party support. Phones can be used to call people all in one device, blah blah, etc. I know all of this sounds very obvious, and maybe even a twinge patronising, but Nintendo don't seem to see this. And I'm just stunned by it. There really isn't a big gap in the market for games on the go. Yes, the 3DS is decent and a fun console to take out with you, but really, how many adults do you see with it on the train or in the park? The Switch looks just like another tablet, but it's not. It doesn't offer what a tablet does. What does the Switch bring to the mobile gaming market that a tablet doesn't? A separate controller? Better games? Sure. But will these things have any chance competing against mobiles and tablets? Hell no! Well, GP, maybe Nintendo are not trying to compete. Maybe they're just offering an alternative way to play. Okay, let's go back to the examples that they use in the initial video, which, in my opinion, are quite frankly unrealistic. Take this woman. Can you really imagine this situation as a reality? It's an important question. Have a real think about it. I can't. Okay, now think about this. Imagine this was an iPad and not a Switch. Will she take that over to her friends? Perhaps. Will she set it down and play games with her friends? I honestly don't think she will. If she's not going to do it with an iPad, Why a Switch? Because it has controllers that you can detach? How many people do you know that go to rooftop parties or gatherings and proceed to start playing games with each other? iPad, Switch or otherwise. She's making this social situation worse. They're all having laughs and drinks and a nice old chat, and she's pulling people away to play games with her. Will all these people be happy to stand around and just watch? I'm not saying taking a Switch over to her friends and playing games with them is unrealistic, but do these people really fit the demographic that will do that? Is this really a situation that you can see happening? I ask you to think about that. These guys here better fit the demographic that would enjoy the Switch, I reckon. They might do something like this at a mace house who is rich and happens to have a couple of these consoles knocking about, but they're not going to stop playing actual basketball to play on handheld consoles. They wouldn't do it on an iPad, which they could, so they're sure as hell not going to do it on a Switch. I mean, I ask you again, what is the difference? Better games? Detachable controller? Will these features really make any difference to the situation? No, they really won't.
Aw, true love, only made possible by the Switch. Thanks, Nintendo.
These guys might do this at home, but not in this minivan. They'll be talking instead. It's like Nintendo thinks all people want to do is play games all the fucking time. These are opportunities for social interaction, and Nintendo are trying to fill them with the Switch. People have had the option to play games on the go with each other like this for years using mobiles and tablets, and people just don't do it this way. The Switch offers nothing new in regards to this, and so these situations will not happen. They didn't happen before, they're not going to happen now. This guy at the beginning, in real life, will he do this? Can he not leave Zelda alone for 30 minutes while he takes his dog out? I bet you he can. In real life, I bet he'll just take his mobile phone out instead and catch up on Twitter or whatever. I mean, he's taking his dog for a walk while playing Zelda. Zelda is epic. The dog will get bored in 2 seconds and run off while his neglectful owner ignores him. I mean, who's buying into this advertising bullshit? These situations are engineered by people in a boardroom, out of touch with how people really behave, out of touch with reality. Come on now. Let me show you a useful advertisement.
Highly responsive sensors built into the tip of Apple Pencil work with the iPad Pro display to detect position, force, and tilt.
The Apple Pencil here lists good reasons why you would want one.
They fill a gap in the market. There's a reason that you might want to own this product. It's helpful, it's useful. There isn't a gap in the market for using controllers on the go. Why is that helpful? Why is that useful? Why will that dramatically enhance your game playing experience? And as far as I can see, that's the only thing that the Switch offers on the go that its already successful competitors don't. Do Nintendo not know how people currently live their lives? The demographic that they are appealing to won't be interested in this. Nintendo will only get the same people as before, Nintendo fans and kids. I personally will love the console because I'm a big Nintendo fan and I know the games are guaranteed to be solid, but like the Wii U, the console will not sell well. It will sell better, but not great. And I'll tell you why it will sell better, and it's nothing to do with filling a gap in the market. It's simply because it looks pretty. Humans are mostly superficial. Whether you're self-aware enough to accept that fact or not, we can't help it. It's built into who we are. If you're a heterosexual guy, you will naturally be more attracted to women who look more like Scarlett Johansson and less to those who look like Susan Boyle. Thing is, both of these women are beautiful, and it takes a special kind of human being to look outside of their initial instinctual urges to see that. Unfortunately, most people don't, and if you asked every guy on the planet which one they would rather stand in a queue behind to eventually shag, I guarantee you Scarlett Johansson's line will be significantly longer. It's harsh, but it's true, and to not acknowledge this is either delusion or ignorance to our own natural human desires and behaviours. The Nintendo Switch is actually the first Nintendo console to not look like a fucking Fisher-Price toy. PlayStation and Xbox were the Scarlett Johanssons of the console market, Nintendo was Susan Boyle.
friends like Susan Boyle, Nintendo has talent, which you could see through the games.
Games that were so good, they were breaking records. But unfortunately, most people just didn't fucking care. Nintendo, that's for kids, isn't it? That argument will continue to be used again and again, and I don't know if Nintendo will ever be able to shake it. It certainly looks like they're trying, and the thing is, ironically, I feel kids will probably be Switch's biggest demographic. Kids will be the ones taking the tablet out if their parents let them with the high price tag and all, and actually use it on the go. They'll go over with their friends and play Super Smash Bros. With their customised amiibos. Us adults will probably leave the console safely at home sitting in its dock, because the only time we will take it out is more because we can, and not necessarily because it's useful for us to do so. No one who doesn't know Nintendo is going to want a second tablet that just plays games and has a detachable controller. It serves no good purpose. It's another gimmick. Let's get real, you're not going to use a detachable tablet that often. It will sit in its base most of the time, and that's without even mentioning the fact it's got a shit battery life and is very fucking expensive. Thing is, the Switch looks fine as a standalone console. In fact, more than fine. When it's running Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, it gives me fucking goosebumps. I just know I'm gonna love the console so damn much. The games look incredible, and the Pro Controller looks just but the tablet function, in my opinion, it's just a waste of time. What can it really offer people that already have iPads? Again, aside from better gameplay and a detachable controller, what is there? Seriously, will anyone outside of hardcore gamers really give a fuck? No, they won't. People won't give up their fucking PlayStation 4s and Xboxes for this. It will trail behind, giving joy to tons of Nintendo fans, as Nintendo always does, but that is all. That's why the fucking shares are dropping. Investors are like, yeah, what's new? How will this revolutionise anything? How will this fill a gap in the market? Simple answer to that, it won't. And as a result, the Switch will fail. Not by as much as the Wii U did, but it will still fail. I think I got a little overexcited. Look, okay, I'm just amazed that Nintendo's marketing team are so ignorant. They just seem so completely deluded. I mean, is it just me? Can you guys see this as well? I mean, they're on another fucking planet. I mean, their initial Switch reveal. It's astounding. It's actually astounding. I tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to buy the Switch on launch. I'm going to buy Zelda for my Wii U, and I'm going to play that for a few months. And then I'll just leave the Switch, see how it does. I'm still going to buy it. Guaranteed, because you've got Mario Odyssey coming out on it, and I really do want that. That looks incredible. But until then, Switch can't personally offer me anything until at least Mario comes out. Hello, GP. What the fuck? Who are you? And why do people keep interrupting me while I'm trying to make a video, for crying out loud? I'm your grandma. You killed me in your Sonic video, remember? Oh shit, yeah. You're not going to get away with this, you little prick. I've called the police. They're on their way right now to arrest your ass. Hang on a second. You're dead, but you're not dead. I mean, you're still moving and stuff and talking. I'm a fucking skeleton. Okay, look, can we just sort this out another time? I'm in the middle of making a video. Didn't you hear what I said, you deaf cunt? The police are on their way right now and... Oh, fuck. Oi, GP, what the fuck is going on? What the... Who are you? You're not the police. Damn straight. I'm the guy from your Splatoon video you made nearly a year ago. I was looking forward to being in part 2, but you never fucking made it, did you? You know, my life is extremely busy, and I don't want to hear your fucking excuses, mate. It's fucking ridiculous. You're absolutely useless at making part 2 of things. What? No, I'm not. I made part 2 of Star Fox. Yeah? What about the Where's the Fair Use video? You said you'll make that. Splatoon? Where's that then? And Sonic? You haven't done that either. Where the fuck are they all? Look, they're on their way. You just gotta bear with me. I don't like to rush these things. Oh, you're in trouble. It's the police. Looks like you're gonna be doing part 2 of this video as well, mate. Oh, fucking hell.
GP, you're under arrest for the murder of your grandma. You
do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. This is ridiculous! She's still alive! Okay, look, she hasn't got as much meat on her bones, but, she's still there! Damn it! Okay, I've got to go. Sorry, guys. This is a GP, signing off.